Hello everyone, I'm Padre2, and I guess I'm just here talking about, random shit. No, I'm joking. I guess I'm just gonna be talking this video about, well, content in general. Do you guys ever feel like if you are a content creator, and this is what I'm gonna talk about, content-wise and content ideas. Guess what? Another opinion video, because it doesn't get old, people. It will never get old. Don't get tired of it. Anyway, content in general. How can we talk about this? What's a way of understanding? Just coming up with different ideas takes a bit of time and effort and stuff like that. Sometimes do, and sometimes they just come up on the fly. When it comes to actually making content on just anything in general, if you want to just create stuff. And sometimes it could just be like, hey, I want to talk about and just do jokes or something. Or sometimes it could be intuitive and you actually want to actually talk about stuff in a more detailed manner and actually share your thoughts more, in a detailed form, so that way you can get your message across in a proper way so everyone can understand. Different ways go for different people, and sometimes you have different methods of carrying that out. Whether or not you're like me and just spilling out everything, sometimes the message doesn't get across the right way, and sometimes you would rather, write your stuff down because it's easier to get a clearer set of what you want to actually, perceive out there. The message you want to actually get out, so that way it's better for people to understand what exactly you're trying to say. And sometimes you would just post shit just to post shit. Anyway, but the way that content works usually on YouTube nowadays is just for the fact some of it is just gone from bananas crazy meme shit to just posting stuff in over-exaggerated forms and just people going like, hey, pay attention what I'm saying, or hey, I'm gonna go crazy over one little thing. I'm not saying I'm any better. I'm just saying that that's what I've seen so far. And from what I've seen from many of the content, there are creators who still do the whole concept of detailed concepts and stuff like that. And I have high respect for those who actually share their ideas in a nice detailed format, which in a respectful way, without, digressing or actually trying to make fun of shit. Sometimes you have to, because either that's your personality or it's a way of getting audience to make sure they're still paying attention. Beep beep, beep beep, paying attention? Is that funny for you? Good. Anyway, but it's a way of seeing the concept in form and just like understanding whether or not people want to actually, give you the time of day to actually listen to what you're saying. And it's different for everyone, no matter who you are and the way you want to talk. And sometimes getting your message across sometimes won't happen, mainly because sometimes people won't listen, and there's nothing you can do about that. Sometimes just how it is, and the wave of content is just different, and different ways and different strokes work for different people. Either way, we all struggle to just get our own thoughts out. And why I'm talking about this in content-wise is because that will make and break your content. Mainly because the content you make will be serviceable, straightforward to the people of your audience. Basically, your audience will decide basically sometimes the content you make. Or they won't. You could just say, fuck that, and I'll just make my content however the fuck I want to. Though, however, if you do that, the consequences are people who are not going to listen, or you may alienate the audience you already have. Which, goddamn, I've done so many times. People just leave. People just leave. Either way, hi, how are you listening right now? Do you enjoy this? No? Do you want to click off? And it's right there. Go click off if you want. Wacky moments are going to come up soon, don't worry. You can enjoy funny moments and me telling butt jokes or dick jokes anytime soon. Don't worry. It's not always serious talk. Dick jokes and butt jokes are going to come soon. and we can laugh about it. I tell funny stuff with Eric. We're gonna do more game stuff, you know. That's all coming soon. You don't have to just watch this. Go ahead. It's right there. There's the Wacky Moments right there. You've seen the Wacky Moments movie? It's like an hour and 30 minutes. The new one. Have you watched it? Go watch it. Alright. Sorry, just had to make sure. And no one's going to pay attention to that. So, but yeah. That's how content is nowadays. Because it's just the way YouTube has shaped it. And the way YouTube has shaped it now is more trying to be family safe and trying to be safer with the waves content, mainly because since they want people to still pay attention to ads and trying to be corporate wise and blah 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 blah. You get the point. Alright? You get the point by now. If you don't, short way of saying it is that corporate bad, be small business good. Is that easier to understand? I would hope so. But, you know, either way. But, you know, what can you do at that point? Either make your own business off it or find a different way, you know, of making money, or try to make yourself heard on YouTube without completely breaking your channel or anything like that. That would be the best ways to do it. You know, Patreon's a thing. I don't know if many want to, or like just having a small sponsorship from other things, you know, and or just being able to sell your own product on your channel. You know, that's another thing. That's ways of trying to make yourself, you know, being supported on your own part through YouTube. Because, you know, just making videos for the fuck of it don't pay bills. So, because, you know, here it is, you know that. And it's different ways of content sometimes work out. You know, the thing about it is, like, I don't complain too much about it, but I've seen too many, like, compilation channels now more nowadays, and just meme channels trying to post random shit of different people's content. And I get that. It's a way just... It's basically like white noise. The white noise of YouTube in a way. Mainly because it's just like, yeah, people are gonna watch, but then it's like, is it just for that one time, or are they gonna keep coming back to your channel? It kind of depends, right? And that type of content more waves on the fact that people are gonna have to just grab as much content as they can from any avenues that they can. And really, those compilation channels have that potential high up there, mainly because people are always going to make content, and you know, people are going to just post it wherever they can, you know what, and they just can grab that content and make compilations out of it, and there you go. That's their content. And that's not me whining about that or ranting about that or saying that, oh, why are they taking away my views or anything. No. Don't get him misconstrued or anything like that. I'm just saying that that's a different wave of content that people, you know. That also goes with people who make reaction channels, people who activate to compilations in general, or people who want to use different waves of reaction with the compilations to make different videos. And you know, that's just how it is. I'm not saying I'm any better. I'm just saying that that's how it is. And that's another form of content. And hearing is, you know, sometimes you can just talk, sometimes you can just make videos, and then you make funny videos, sometimes you make vlogs, sometimes like I said, there are different ways of content making and stuff like that, and they all have different levels of stress and editing to it, and sometimes you could just put a stick man dancing left and right. You understand? Do you understand it? No? Well, understand this. Alright? YouTube is a different form nowadays more than it used to be. And what gets viewed more often now is now just curated to you, most likely. It's not made to be for, like, just in general YouTube itself. It's made more so it can centralize what they want you to see nowadays, and not more on what people would like to let you see, if that makes sense. But that's just how it is nowadays, and Even social media, that stuff, it's like that nowadays. If you don't think that, then you're already in the net, my dude. You're already in the net. But that's just me talking about content-wise in that way. It's just the way of things like that. And the way I make my content is really nowadays is just, at least now, it's just me talking the shit, talking how I see things nowadays. And now I want to be more honest with my channel and the way I see things with people. And hopefully I can share my own thoughts out with you all, and hopefully I can get the audience to, that I want to see. And hopefully I can give you something to think about also at the same time. Anyway, I miss Apology 2. Thank you all for listening in, if you're listening to the end. And I'm signing off.